I think from an early age, I was already a child with many different passions and interests.
I ended up going to college for audio engineering. I had to leave. I couldn't afford it.
I was part of a video game record label, cover songs basically.
Hold on, just a little while longer. Everything will be alright.
So what is Hit Record? Hit Record is an online artist collective that was founded by Joseph Gordon Levitt, his late brother Dan, and Jared Geller.
Facilitates creative collaborations with people from all over the world.
It's not about just one person. It's about the collective winning together. And unfortunately, it's no longer a production company, as Jared Geller and Joseph Gordon Levitt have moved on to the company Masterclass.
At the time when we were working on the Hit Record collaborations, I was actually sort of unemployed. I was doing little interim jobs here and there teaching.
Did not really have it easy in terms of career choices, I'd say.
In 2014, I was diagnosed with end-stage kidney failure of an unknown cause.
My kidneys can fail in a week or in a year, and when they do, a machine will be keeping me alive.
I had a YouTube channel before this happened, but I wasn't really active on it. Once I got diagnosed, I realized that I needed to use it. I love gaming, but it was mostly about survival. I needed to find a kidney donor, and this was my resource.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say hi. I'm doing okay. I just got up for the first time.
After my transplant, it took me a long while to recover. Then E3 happened.
Damn! Nights and nights and night. Persecution with a capital P. Racism with a capital R. Man, I've seen your scar. I've seen your scar. You expect me to sympathize? Oh no, you don't know the price that we're paying. Do it. I'm breaking it, shaking it, making it, and never breaking it, man. Miracle, miracle.
I saw Michelle Ancel giving the most emotional speech I had ever seen, and I immediately connected with it. I started covering the game on my YouTube channel. For the first time in a long time, it was about the game and not about survival. Shortly after, Ubisoft contacted me and asked if I would help them launch the Hit Record collaboration.
I watched the announcement at E3. It was really late. I was trying not to fall asleep, and then I saw Beyond Good and Evil pop up, and I woke right up. They announced that they wanted fans to collaborate on music and art.
Today we're announcing a partnership with Hit Record.
I immediately got so excited, really wanting to be a part of this.
Hit Record really allowed me to come out of my shell and to try different things and try something completely new, and that made me really, really excited.
I would, in the past, never ever have imagined myself working on a metal song.
You'll hear the first time I ever tried to rap on Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I'll get the credits and go. I know I can handle this shit on my own. No matter what they say, I know who I am. I just freed all these hybrids just to fuck the man. Así que déjame pasar. No me importa que no somos tan igual. Si no tienes que matar, hazlo, llévate con paz. Bang, bang, go.
I have continued to hone in those skills.
They tying in while I'm spitting fucking fire. I bring the pain, learn the method from the great sea empire. Spread the salt and pepper, I become the dressing. Kill you softly, drop the mic till you learn your fucking lesson.
For sure, it's made me a better singer-songwriter and artist.
I would end up writing lyrics to a track.
When you collaborate with so many people and you're not doing it while you're in the same room, but instead you're uploading something and saying somebody else do something with this, you don't know what's gonna happen. It pulled me out of my comfort zone. Scary at first, but in hindsight, an amazing learning opportunity.
When it comes to video game companies, I feel like they are very fortunate to have these large communities, incredible skills and incredible talent. You know, cosplayers, musicians, painters, artists, you name it. I feel like it's a no-brainer that video game companies reach out to these communities to offer them the opportunity to use those skills and talents to be part of something that Ubisoft or any other video game company is developing.
There was a lot of discussion and debate about whether hiring fans was ethical or not. Some people were concerned that we were taking away professional people's jobs, and others were saying that the companies were taking advantage of fans and making them do a lot of work for very low pay.
I do think that any other company would probably not have paid people who participated in those projects, and I do know that the musicians who worked on those soundtracks through Hit Record, they did get paid.
While I do think there is some justification to those concerns, and while I'm also glad that those concerns are there because it shows people care, I think that that was not really the case. For me anyway, I never felt taken advantage of. There are still a lot of professionals working on it. They have their own official composers. We're not taking that job.
I think community collaboration will always be seen as a liability.
There has to be a way to bridge the gap. You need to heavily market incentives that go far beyond potential exposure or minimal payment. Offer educational incentives, virtual or in-person masterclasses with developers, free portfolio reviews, entry-level job opportunities, or even internships. The company has to show that they're thinking beyond what they're gaining and demonstrate what they're giving in a way that cannot be denied.
I still feel very grateful to both Hit Record and Ubisoft that I could be part of something like this. And I'm really grateful to game companies like that who would actually extend these kind of opportunities to their communities.
Working with strangers online can be, exciting, but it's also something that can be very dangerous. So you have to watch out for certain interactions. There are people out there who will target creators specifically because of their relationship to a company.
Every now and then there would be a user that felt unhappy with the way things were going. Contribution was not used or was not used in the way they wanted it to, or they were unhappy with the payments.
So companies have to have systems and resources in place in case something happens. If you're having a third party handle this, you need to make sure that they're vetted properly so you know that they can take care of any problem that arises with expediency. Provide creators and participants documentation stating that they can share their work online so they don't have to worry about claims or threats of litigation.
If you're a game developer, if you're a musician looking to break into the video game music industry, whatever opportunity comes your way, go for it.
And I saw that they were looking for people at this media school, and I saw that they didn't have anything gaming related in their program yet. Even though I was not the main composer for this video game, even though I was just one of the many fans contributing, I'm just gonna put it on my resume and say I made music for this really big video game. It did catch my school's eye. I got a job interview, we talked about it. It might have been the one thing they needed to really be convinced.
It really has allowed me to kind of a little bit navigate my way through the music industry and the live scene, basically, especially here in Switzerland, where arts and culture are not so easily supported, I'd say. They are, but they're, like, for example, the epic music genre, that is not something that is easily supported. Me with the company Helvepic, we are going to make sure that this music style gets the attention and the praise that it really truly deserves.
After the collaboration, Ubisoft flew me to France. That was the first time I had ever been there, so I was extremely excited. But shortly after COVID happened and my life changed once again, although a pandemic is not fun for anyone, it's definitely not fun for people who are organ transplant recipients, disabled, immunocompromised. I spent several years in isolation. I also lost a lot of opportunities, I think.
If it doesn't work out, at least you would have tried and at least you learn from it. And then at some point in your life, you'll come to a moment where you realize, that's something that allowed me to get to the point where I am right now. So keep on going, you'll do great. This feels like a TV ad. Anyway, just, you can cut it out if you want.